All right, let's just think about this from the very start, because I don't know how I'm going to order this. Where do we begin?
I can give you recommendations, obviously, but it's ultimately up to you.
I guess where does the skill chain begin? Like,
yeah. If you hover over your Inspire, though, does your Inspire actually work yet, or is it still not? If you hover it's your number 9, is it?
Yeah.
Effects applied 1. So
Restores power.
Because when do you get Master of War? Yeah, you don't have. So current. It's awkward because you want to use Inspire when you get if you open the trait panel again.
Yep.
And you go to the bottom trait set bonus on the trait panel. The Master of War.
The bottom.
The one at the bottom. The trait set.
Oh, yes, this one. Master of War. Yes, okay.
Yeah, so when you get that, that's going to make, if you read what it does, right, that's going to make you want to use Inspire a lot more, but currently your Inspire is kind of,
Yes. Okay.
So that's something to keep in mind. That do you want to have that in mind now while putting a skill together and just learn how to do it with Inspire, or do you want to ignore that until you get that? Because you're not that far away.
Exactly.
Right? Around level 50, I think.
We'll probably. Well, I reckon I can slot the Inspire thing in, right? Like once that starts to become. I guess for me, I just need to figure. I just want to kind of know the logic of the rotation, right? Where that comes from, and I might even take notes so I kind of don't forget.
So there's 4 skills. There's kind of like the way I think about it. There's kind of certain clusters of skills. So one cluster of skills, you've got the Grave Wound, your Cutting Attack, your Inspire, and your Shadow's Lament. So those are kind of 4 skills that you'll use in quite a consistent sequence.
Yep. Let me pull the. Suppose it's Shift H. How did I do it again? Was it Shift H? Yes. Perfect. So Grave Wound, Inspire, and what was the other one?
Cutting Attack and Shadow's Lament.
Click off that. Shadows. Sweet. So now we can actually kind of look at these all together.
And so here, it's a bit of I guess like personal preference on how you want to order them.
Okay.
But the way the skills kind of interact with each other is you put Cutting Attack on something, and then if you look at you remember reading how the bleed spread. I can't remember if you kind of.
Yeah. Okay, and that's in here, right? There's that lacerate. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's actually have a look at that quickly. So grave wound will now spread cutting attack bleed to targets around the captain when used on a target with the cutting attack bleed. Okay, so I would cutting attack and then grave wound, right? Or am I putting something in between that? Oh no, yeah, and the Shadow's Lament spreads the grave wound. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you're just doing cutting grave. Shadow's Lament.
Yeah, so that's the basics of it. But
yeah.
And then, so then the other thing, Inspire later on. Do you remember what the Master of War actually did? I don't know if you actually read it.
I didn't.
Just quickly read what Master of War is so you understand why.
So critical hits will inspire. With Inspire, will grant you your Blade Brother plus 25% critical chance for 5 seconds. Wait, you and your Blade Brother. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it gives you 25% critical chance whenever you get a crit with Inspire, which has not a guaranteed chance to crit, but it can crit.
Yeah, but so the idea is that that's a massive buff though. It's like one of the biggest buffs on the class, and so when in this, so we've got this cutting attack, grave wound, Shadow's Lament. So
yeah,
when do you reckon when do you want to use the Inspire? When do you reckon?
Oh.
If you imagine it gives you that buff
right at the start, right?
So Not quite. So if you did it,
But it's only for 5 seconds, which makes me
I
think that you
wouldn't
probably
quite
use
get-
it after cutting attack, probably.
Very good.
Right?
So the first. So here's where it's tricky, and we'll get into it later. But the first time you do it, you're right. You want to do cutting, then inspire, then grave wounds, then shadow cement. You kind of do it in that order. But again, that's kind of very tricky. That's like the opener. But then later on, once you've kind of done that, you're more thinking about buffing the shadow cement, right? Because shadow cement's like your big hitter.
Yeah.
Later on, and so you're generally pairing inspire into shadow cement. So the way I'd recommend to put it on your bar is I'd have inspire next to shadow cement, probably like 1, 2, right? Inspire then shadow cement.
Okay.
Recommend it.
Yeah, I can. I might just go for that. Let's.
You don't have where's your grave?
Yeah, that's what I was just realizing. I didn't actually grab it.
Pulled it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was gonna do, cutting, grave, and then. So I could put my, and wait, what's viewable on my stream? Oh yeah, you can see all my skills. Yeah, so inspire just before Shadow's Lament, even though I could possibly use it before Grave Wound. Visually, that feels kind of right, though.
You could do that, yeah.
Let's start with that and then see where the others go as well, and see where the others kind of fit in between.
So generally, the way now again, since you don't have, let's say it's going to be a bit tricky to explain this one, but because you don't have your LR right now, if you look at your duration, what's the duration of your grave wound?
It is 5 seconds, so it has 5 ticks. Every 1 second for 5 seconds.
Yeah, so mine lasts for 16 seconds, you can see. So it's not quite. So what?
Right,
so
and that comes from the allies.
Yeah, so there's an aspect of the rotation that I already just realized you can't really get into. Yeah. That's going to be like way down the line.
Right.
When you get.
That's like your big bleeds. That's what I'm imagining, right? Massive bleed sort of stuff.
Yeah, there's a big thing with kind of bleed training that really, like, way down the track when you get into endgame, we can discuss that. But for now, really all you probably need to care about is that you do, like you said, you just do improve cutting attack, inspire, grave wound, shadow cement. That's pretty. Yeah,
and inspire's going to come in once I get to Master of War.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that will come in. Yeah. So for now, and I'm kind of liking that even there's that little bit of separation. So with this proper rotation now, because this is a solid as rotation, what am I doing with other things to buff this as well? Like with my battle shout.
Yeah, so we'll go through that thing.
So battle ready thing.
So yeah, where'd you put your defensive bows over there? So
well, yeah, so I'm not sure where that would go.
Yeah, if you summon a dummy, I can kind of walk you through. There's a bit of a delay, but
Yep. No, yeah, the delay would be annoying.
So obviously, the way you want to start the rotation, you can either. I'll kind of just do the very minimum. Obviously, there's like filler stuff in between, but you either start with battle shout if you're kind of at ranged, or if you're already at the target, it can be good to start with defensive, but it doesn't really matter. You can do battle shout in melee as well.
Okay, yeah.
But so usually you start with battle shout, and then when you do that, right, like so just kind of go for it. So do battle shout, and you'll see, right, like that's obviously put you in battle ready.
Yeah.
And now if you now do dev blow.
Yeah. So that's made that active, and then I can do Blade of Elendil.
Yeah.
And then so Blade of Elendil buffs something, doesn't it? Doesn't it buff Shadow's Lament? Blade of Elendil causes the next Shadow's Lament damage to be 20% more damage. So ideally, in the rotation, I'm kind of doing this before the cutting attack, grave wound, inspire, Shadow's Lament. I guess like this is my I'm kind of setting things up with the battle shout.
Yeah. So if you do now, what I want to do is you do battle shout, and then do dev blow,
Yep.
and then do defensive strike. So I want you to just do those.
Oh, and then instantly have it back. Ooh, okay.
Well, notice when you do that, do you notice now that you have Blade of Elendil and Dev Blow
Yeah.
both available?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now what you can do is you can reverse the order. You can do Blade of Elendil, then Dev Blow.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I do... And then Blade of Lendl comes back.
Wait a bit. Yeah, when you wait. Boom.
Yeah, wow, okay. So
Now-
it's like a bit of a juggle
yeah.
there. I see.
So, but this, do you see how when you did it just then, because you still had cooldown on your battle shout,
Yes.
you weren't quite ready to get battle ready back up.
Yep.
So what you do is you delay doing what you just did, that Blade of Elendil into the Death Blow. You wait until either the defensive strike or the battle shout is about to be ready.
Okay.
That way you can do the Blade of Elendil, Death Blow
Sure.
into battle ready.
I see what you mean. So I would do... So I do... Oh, I messed up that. I got a bit of lag then as well. I'm just going to wait for the cooldown. So yeah. So Battle Shout, Dev Blow, and then Defensive Strike all kind of happen very quickly. But
Yeah,
then...
you do them at the start, and then after that you want to... There's like these periods where you need to delay, so that you can do Blade of Elendil, Dev Blow, battle ready skill.
So I'll do some attacks. I'll do Blade of Elendil here. Maybe even do some other random hits. And then I'll go into a Dev Blow now. And then I'll use another Shout. Oh, but then I want to be able to Dev... Oh, no.
Yeah,
I don't
that would work.
necessarily
Usually-
want to spend all of it straight away. That's... Okay, that's the hardest thing to get around is like, just
Yeah.
keeping the buffs
to-
active. I almost... Oh, God, I'm now getting into add-on world now for it. I'm already feeling it. But I want a tracker with both of those buffs
Yeah,
and a
later
number
on.
on top of it that tells me
Exactly,
the cooldown. I'm already like, I want to see that.
Later on, later on, if you want to optimize it, then I definitely would recommend that. But for now, just the good thing is you can kind of visually see whether you're doing it right from whether they're red or whether they're grayed out, right? So
Yeah,
you
yep.
can see that.
It's more just
But you
making
won't- yeah, but the thing is you won't
keeping
know
the buffs
time.
up.
Yeah, you won't know how much time you have.
So now I've got that buff up, and now I've got that buff up. Oh wait, no, now I messed it up.
I'd say don't try and do the Blade of Elendil too
Yeah,
quickly.
I did.
Wait for the next battle shout to be ready, and then do the Elendil Death Blow battle shout in that.
Oh yeah, because I have both. Wait, I have both from doing that. Oh no, I do have both from doing that. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to take a while for my brain to wrap myself around it, but I feel like it's like...
Yeah.
Yep, so those three moves... Oh, God, I did the wrong thing. That's so cool. So yeah, Battle Shout, Dev, Defensive Strike leaves me with both of those buffs every time I do that. So that's my little juggle to always get that. And I guess I could potentially switch it in with Time of Need when...
Yeah.
If I mess up timing and
Well,
stuff.
exactly that.
Right?
You can. There's ways, if you're like perfect with it, then you just obviously use Time of Need for the buff itself. But Time of Need's a good one if you mess it up while you're kind of learning it. Then yeah, you just like use Time of Need to quickly fix it.
How important do you think Sure Strike
also,
is?
Yeah, you should use it.
Quite
You
regularly?
use it every. Well,
In between
you
all
only have to
those
use it
moments
every,
and stuff. 45.
You only have to use it at least every 45 seconds. I think,
I'm seeing that now, yeah.
buff.
So
But
you want to
between
use
that,
it, but
you
not a
kinda just
lot.
use it- Yeah, you kind of use it very minimally outside of that.
That's what I was just thinking of, maybe moving everything down to the left and moving Sure Strike more as a
yeah,
towards the end, because it's not
I
so.
do have.
Because I'm
I
just
do have
spamming
Sure
those
Strike on
like
one.
1 and 2 sometimes. It's my go-to, like, you know, when I'm like in between things, I'll be like pressing 1, 2, and 3, which I feel like
Yeah.
doing cutting attack, grave wound, inspire.
Now that, the thing is, now that you have a lot of your other skills, you shouldn't, if you do like the rotation right, like I'm saying, you shouldn't need to use Sure Strike as much anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Now that you
And
have
this will force me to actually like be more focused on the rotation. That's what I'm thinking. My God, today's bot's name
Uh-oh.
called Disapproving Hookup 1. Awesome bot name. I've missed a lot of what you've said in chat, Ramen. Let me quickly catch up with what you've said. Those landscape quest mobs are not going to know what the fuck hit them. Yeah. They're going down. I'm going to be practicing the rotation on every mob now. Past some Tomb Raiders, yes. Always get the full rotation off comfortable in your bleed window. Okay. What's double tapping? As
What is he saying?
double tapping. Yeah, I was trying to understand. So
If you abuse double tapping, you can always get
the dark secret of LOTRO PvE. Yeah, I want to know. I want to know the dark secret.
So you have your kicks skill, I assume.
Yeah, is that what it is? Okay.
So if you double tap it, it interrupts its own animation.
Yep. And you can use it to like you can use it to do other skills, can't you? Because you essentially cut. Yeah, because that's a fast one. You could do like a sort of like a double tap, lament, weird stuff. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you can't. Yes. It's generally fairly useful to get a plugin to track these buffs. Yeah, I think actually, like, genuinely having... If I can figure out some plugin that can literally just track the battle-readied... Because what is it? Battle-readied and battle-hardened. I just want to see that on screen with a little number on top of it. I wonder if I can just code my own thing if it doesn't exist. I'm sure it does exist, though, right?
Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, the idea is you're gonna, I said you do one of the two skills to get in battle ready. Do a dev blow to get battle hard, and then do the other skill that you didn't do initially to get back into battle ready. And I said there's a period there now you have to wait because each of those skills have 15-second cooldown. So you kind of want to wait. There's where it's tricky because on landscape, right, it's not usually worth waiting. You may as well just like fire off the skills a lot of the time. But for optimizing overall DPS, you want to wait with those buffs and do like some other skills. And then when you've got defensive strike or battle shout ready again, that's when you fire off your beta Evendim, dev blow, and then get back ready.
So you go straight back into that. So as a little example, so I'm doing battle shout, dev blow, defensive strike, and then I'm waiting a little bit. Probably at this point getting in like 2 bleeds, something like that.
Well, that's when you would be doing the bleed rotation.
Right. Okay, and then Blade of Elendil, Devastating, like very close together. Am I doing them back to back? Yeah. Cool. And then I'm going straight back into the original rotation. Yep, and then I've got some of that, some Shadow's Lament.
No, you wouldn't have to. So you don't. Once you do it again, you don't have to do the skill dev blow skill again because you've already got it. That's only the first time you need it.
Really? Okay, that's why. Okay, yeah, that's where I need to figure out because I'm not sure.
Because you only have to do it the first time because you don't have battle ready and battle hardened.
So the second time I only do it for one of them.
You just do Elendil, dev blow, something to get you in battle ready.
Right, just one of them. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
And then you can alternate, right? And at that point, you start getting it more frequently because you're alternating.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Cool. It's all working. Alright, let's have one more try of this. Oh, I messed that up. It's called Buff Monitor now. Okay, cool. You can track battle ready. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I use the Gibberish plugin for
Gibberish. Okay.
Track mine.
Yes, yeah, that was what Ramen mentioned as well.
So I do it. Yeah, I have it where it's like over the skill. Like there's got a timer over the actual skill itself.
Ah, that's nice. Yeah, I just want something that I can see that number of the expiration on the Like, what is it? When I hover over it on the actual buff itself, like duration 15 seconds, I just want that number somewhere. Because then I feel like I can start getting better at the timing of it. If I can see that number there, and then I'm like, okay, I've got 5 seconds left of that. That I can fit in this rotation here, and then... Alright, let's see. So I do that. Do that. Do that. Do maybe like an attack. An attack. Do shows them in, and then I do that. And that. And then I would come in with another. So I could even wait longer then.
Yeah, slightly early there.
Did I wait? Was that too quick then?
Oh, so there, see there, you did dev blow into Blade of Elendil, so you should never do that after the first.
Okay, that's only the first one as well.
You're pretty much always gonna do Blade of Elendil into dev blow, not the other way.
The other way. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, all right. So we go this, we go that. Do something like that.
Yeah, from after you've done that setup, now it's always Elendil dev blow. Because you did start earlier.
Aha! I got it. And now I've got a bit of time here, and I wait. Oh, but then I do.
You should have done. You did.
That's when I should have done the defensive strike. Okay, instead of waiting. Yeah. Okay.
So it's gonna be 3 skills back to back to back. The Elendil dev blow battle shout or Elendil dev blow defensive strike. It's always gonna be in that 3 skills. There's no in between for those.
Wait. So wait. Say that again. So
you got 3 skills in a chain. It's either going to be Elendil dev blow battle shout or Elendil dev blow defensive strike.
Right.
There shouldn't be any delay between.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Cool. No delay.
Any delay means you're not getting back into battle ready.
Right. Okay. Yeah, the first rotation's like just a little bit, just getting into the rotation.
Yeah, and it's where it is chemistry, because like you have to do that to get both the battle ready and battle hardened, and then from there, by doing because now you have that build, you can just go boom.
And I can boom, and then boom like that, and then I would wait a little bit, and then I would do boom like that. Oh, I got a bit of lag, and I messed up and used the wrong order. Damn it. That was looking so good, and then I messed up.
Well, it was, but you still use it slightly. Did you see how you started to do it, but your battle shout had a few seconds left on the cooldown? Yeah,
yep. It's like the timing of the queue up timing or whatever it is.
Yeah, while you're learning it, that's definitely the most awkward thing, because you're wanting like, oh, I've got my Blade of Elendil, I've got my death blow ready.
Yeah.
So you go to do it, and then you realize, oh, whoops, my battle shout had a few seconds. Because then what's going to happen is when you do that and you make a mistake, now you're wanting to like feel. You need to use some skills in between, but you're not battle ready, so you're missing whatever the battle ready buff is, right?
Yep.
You're missing the 40. You're missing the 40% damage, but it might be less for you because you don't have that.
Yeah, what is it? I'm curious.
Yeah, if you tooltip battle ready on your
25. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still insanely good.
When you get
40?
41.
Oh my god, wow, okay.
Right, so
that makes a lot more sense.
Any skills that you're doing during that time, 40% less damage. It's like not.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it'd be 25%, so it's still so you wanna get patient, and that's obviously like you said, if you have time, that helps.
Yeah, I think just like always being able to see that number on screen to kind of know how much time, especially while I'm waiting right here. This is the moment where I'm kind of like, I need to have feel of things to do, which I'm just practicing doing a heap.
Slightly too early. You have to do 2 skills before it was ready.
Yeah, so I almost want to like nest some skills in there.
Right? Then you've got the defensive strike ready there.
I mean, yeah, it's like by that time the mob's dead unless you're in a raid, and then the rotation matters. It's like,
and I don't know if you kind of notice it, but it kind of comes in waves of 2.
Yep.
Do you see that?
Yeah, there was a double.
There's a long delay. And
yeah.
You can do it.
Because then you get like the battle shout, Elendil, devastating, defensive strike, Elendil, devastating, and then you have break time, kind of, right? Is that kind of what you mean? It's like
through that break. During that break
yeah.
is when you do all the bleeds and all the
Yeah. And I guess, okay, so Blade of Elendil, I'm always going Blade of Elendil, Devastating Blow into one of these. So I feel like instinctively, like after Defensive Strike or Battle Shout, I would want to go to like Shadow's Lament as if I can. I feel like, or one of the bleeds. If I have
like I said,
time for one
because,
ability, you know, it's like
it's tricky to give recommendations for your level because, let's say, your bleeds just last so short.
Yeah, that's what I mean more with the shadows. It's like, if I have a moment in between, I should be spamming 4 because it's like, it's got a big cooldown as well.
You do Inspire, and you'd always pair because the cooldown.
And it's always buffed from Blade of Elendil as well. That's what I was just thinking, is the fact that, because anytime I'm going Blade of Elendil, Devastating Blow, picking up Battle Ready, that next Shadow's Lament is going to be buffed 20% more damage, so it's like, may as well.
And if you look at the cooldown of Inspire and Shadow's Lament, they're the same cooldown, so you always pair them up.
Right. Okay. But yeah, once I have Inspired as well. Yeah, I'm not even thinking about Inspired at the moment. But that makes sense to me, how I like combining that in there, and the fact that it's in order now for me here, even though it's not ready, is kind of nice.
If you wanted for a while, you could just simplify it. And
I could move and I could move everything down, but I'm just gonna leave. I'll get used to those controls.
Sure.
And probably start key binding some of these other ones here to different keys. I think that's gonna be my main thing.
When you're in AoE, rather than that Elendil into Dev Blow, you're doing Elendil into cutting attack or whatever. No, into pressing attack. Sorry.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Just swap that out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just need to hotkey Blade of Elendil, and then I think I'm good.
Right.
It's like that final one, because it's 7. Like, it's like I feel comfortable between like 2 and 5 on the keyboard. You know, it's like, yeah,
the
cool.
other thing to keep in mind, your Gallant display, which is on 9, you need to use that a lot more. So that's something to keep in mind. That's like, that is your filler skill on Captain.
Okay, cool. Yeah, true. It is, and I do randomly use it all the time. I'm glad because I'm always just randomly clicking it.
So
actually
maybe
put that in Control G.
9, but yeah, I'd say like, I had that on 2 for me because like literally is just the
I
think in
like back on 1.
I don't know if you know, like, so the way that you use these dummies, if you attack it once you start attacking it starts a 3-minute timer.
Yep.
And then at the end of the 3 minutes, it stops. And what people will do, right, is they test. It tells you your DPS for the 3 minutes. And then what people use like a plug-in to see their skill counts for that 3 minutes.
Yep.
And usually, what you end up using Gallant display like 44 times.
Yeah, true. When you actually look at like how much times you used it. Yep. No, that's cool. Actually, I'm popping that on my similar to Routing Cry. I could even swap it with Routing Cry, to be honest.
Right. Obviously, you're in that period now where you have to find what works for you. I'm just gonna be able to shift them out.
Yeah, but that's pretty good though. Shift it. That's nice. That's a lot better though. Keybind Galleon display to W. Yeah. Just always be pressing that shit. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. I feel like the main thing is just like power consumption, isn't it? That only really matters when you've got an undead dude on your back.
Yeah, it does start to, but you generally find on a Captain because you have Inspire.
Well, yes, Inspire for red line. That's what I realized is because for blue line Inspire, it's not even, it doesn't give you any power, which sucks.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And so, what's the part of this that doesn't work? Oh, I know. Actually, I already know. That doesn't work for red line, for blue line. So it only works for red line. So that's this Master of War part, right?
Yeah, I forget. I haven't done too much blue Captain, so I'm not sure how to use. I don't know what the functionality of Inspire is in blue, but in red, yeah, it's obviously you use it definitely before your. I'm not sure if there's a similar dynamic in blue where you want to pair it up with something. I don't know.
Let's have a quick look right now, and
but more so the thing that I was saying doesn't work in blue is the bleed stuff. But like I said we can't really get into the bleed stuff because it doesn't really work with. Like I said, you only have like 5-second duration on Grave Wound, whereas mine's 16. When you have, I don't know if you want to just like ignore that, or I could go over kind of what is in the feature in terms of like the bleed rotation. I don't know. It's up to you.
What is? I'm just so confused myself because I was looking at a screenshot I took and I think I randomly moved. Why is this here? What the hell?
Oh,
it's alright. Just I took a screenshot and then they're all in the wrong spot again for some reason.
Alright.
Alright. Yeah, so because I just wanted to figure out I think most of that can be done. At least that first major rotation can be still done on blue. It's just the extra stuff that's going to be coming later anyway.
Yeah.
I may not even need all of the heal stuff now that I'm a bit higher level.
Yeah, it's like to very quickly go over the way the bleed stuff works. Later on, when that bleed spread, right? We talked about how you do cutting, and then Grave Wound spreads cutting, and then Shadow's Lament spreads Grave Wound. There's a hidden mechanic there it doesn't like spell it out, obviously, but that refresh, it spreads it to the actual target that the bleed is on, which means that it kind of refreshes the bleed. Does that make sense? So if you had a bleed about to expire,
right,
and you spread it,
so every time you're doing that rotation, it's like just refreshing it on everything around them, or everything it hits.
What happens is when you get the LIs and you have the increased bleed duration, when you refresh it, you can end up with double the bleeds, right? Because you can apply one, spread it to itself, apply a second one, and now you have 2 bleeds running. And so a big thing with optimizing Captain DPS is maintaining 100% uptime on the double bleeds.
Right.
Having 2. And like I said, that's one of the biggest things to juggle. And it's one of the aspects that like kind of casual Red Captain players just don't know how to do, right? Whereas a good Red Captain will have, like, maybe you make a mistake every now and then, but if you're a really good Red Captain player, you should have almost close to 100% uptime on double of every bleed, the double cutting, double grave. And you can even currently, well, I guess currently we were about to get 160 and lose all the set bonuses, but the set bonus we did have let you briefly have triple bleed uptime.
Wow.
And so that was like huge, big DPS boost from that. But yeah, like I said, that's a big aspect of the Red Captain that just most people aren't aware of. And the timing is quite tricky because there's like the way it works, right, is you've got a bleed on there that's lasting 16 seconds, and your Shadow's Lament is 15 seconds. So there's that period there where if you get that Shadow's Lament off cooldown, it's gonna spread the Grave Wound bleed just that second before it expires. Does that make sense?
Oh, the actual... Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
So Grave Wound's about to tick off 16 seconds, but the second before it does, you Shadow's Lament. That spreads the Grave Wound to the target itself,
refreshing it as well.
And then now you follow that Shadow's Lament with Grave Wound itself, and boom, now you've refreshed one Grave Wound.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So now you have 2 Grave Wounds running for the full.
Right, and when you say 2 Grave Wounds, you mean like the Grave Wound and the extra grave, the effect that you get from whatever it's called, like
Yeah, stand back a bit and target this dummy. I just don't want it to hit you. I don't know what the rating. I can show you. So if you target it, just watch the buffs it has. So.
Can I? Oh yeah. Here we go.
So currently there's 1 Grave Wound.
And the Grievous Wound. Yep.
Oh wait, let me do this. And now I do this. See, now it's got 2 Grave Wounds.
Oh wow.
And if I do this, now it's gonna have 3 Grave Wounds.
And
they're all applying damage, yeah.
Oh, but they don't all refresh. Okay, but it doesn't refresh all of them back when you do the thing, right? It's just like one refresh.
Decay, yeah, if you watch one will decay and refresh the other one. See, so I've got
Right. I see. Okay.
if you watch it, right, like you'll see there's a moment where one will drop off, and then I'll
Yep.
refresh it. I'll refresh the one that is still.
And then
there.
you're spending that and then refreshing it or something like.
Yeah.
So then they have two.
Yeah, refreshing the one, applying another one, and it works for the same thing. Works for if I add the cutting attack in, you'll see it works with that as well.
Yep.
So boom, boom. So and then if I do this, now I have 2 cutting attacks. It shows 3. One's the run speed debuff. But...
See, I should actually be testing this out because I can actually do this. Oh.
Well, I said this. Yeah, I can res you.
Sorry.
Just stay there. I'll get out of combat and kill you again. But yeah, as I was saying, if you get too close.
That's so good.
So
I love that can happen.
You can test. You'll be able to test some of that, but like I said, you won't.
Yeah,
you won't
just
you
like
won't be able to extend it fully. Just summon your own.
Yep.
You won't be able to test it fully because. But yeah, I'll run out. It should.
No, it's alright. It just takes a sec, I think. Sometimes.
If I run out, it should. Be
We'll reset.
maybe.
I think
like you'll only be able to test it like very.
Oh, I take. Was that from the Snowman?
Yeah.
Do they actually do? They do little hits as well.
I think because I left it attacked you.
That's funny.
Okay, I can come back in res. So I said because you don't have 16-second duration, the only way you'll really be able to test that is you can apply a grave wound, and then if you shadows the man,
you'll see that happen.
4 or
Yeah.
5 seconds, you'll see it refresh.
Yeah. That's all I
that.
kind of wanted to do.
Careful. Yeah, just don't hit.
Is that going to go into combat with him? It may. Oh no. That's alright. Yeah.
It should hopefully. Just don't.
Oh, bit of lag. Come on. Oh. I think that because the other one is up, it's like, oh, maybe I spread it to him. Oh no, because I used it. And it that seems like a big distance. Yeah, that's a huge distance.
I can't see on the map.
The training. So which one incapacitated me?
It would have been the definitely the higher level one. It should just.
Yeah.
Soon. Come on. Oh no, I'm in combat with this one as well. No.
I can retreat as well if I need to.
Well, if you retreat, it's going to send you away.
For some
Or I
weird
guess
place.
You can revive for free, I guess.
I could do that, yeah. I can do that as well.
I can revive.
We are counting deaths here, yeah. Everyone's it's alright, guys, it's in Death's house. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
This is limbo.
Surely this is going to be missing. I guess I didn't do a full pass, actually.
What did I switch back to? Second death.
That's the thing of the dummies, right? Like I said, if I summon one, it's like gonna.
It's gonna be, yeah, true. Especially with the spreading of them. Well, that's all right though. I'm gonna practice that now. I'm gonna practice the I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go out there as a red line and just obliterate. That's. I feel like even just that basic bleed rotation, just like even though I can't, it doesn't last for that long. It's still insanely good damage.
And something to keep in mind while you're questing. You might not have time to do the full battle shout, dev blow, defensive strike. So you might just want
on fighting mobs and stuff.
You might just want to like battle shout and then just do a bleed rotation, right? If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was. Yeah.
Yeah, like the 25% is stronger than the battle hardened, but ideally you can get both. So in situations where stuff is going to last long enough, you would do both. You'd get yourself into battle ready and battle hardened, and then you would do the bleed rotation.
That's what I was thinking I'd do most of the time, at least practice. Because that seems like efficient damage output for leveling, and what you're fighting is just like battle shout, devastating, defensive, and then cutting, grave, shadows lament. And it's just like bam, like I mean most things are gonna die through the first couple abilities anyway, but it like helps practice. I feel like it's nice doing that initial thing because that will probably lead into what I do anyway as my filler abilities.
The other thing to keep in mind with that, and something that
Oh, what this is?
you kind of learn as you play captain, because obviously you'll start attacking your primary target, but if you're starting to spread bleeds from it, and it's low health, it's probably not a good idea, because if you apply a cunning attack to something and then it dies,
Yeah,
you can't
true.
spread the cunning attack bleed anymore because you can't grave wound the target. So
Yeah.
it's often good to start your bleed rotation on a healthy mob.
Yeah.
So what you could do is you could do the battle shout, death blow, defensive on one mob, swap to a different mob, and then do cutting, grave wound, shadow cement. And then that way there's less risk of the mob just dying from the start of the thing.
Yeah, yep. Oh, I'm just realizing. Oh, so Inspire changes as well with standalone, doesn't it?
Yes.
So that changes to plus 20% damage.
Yeah, it's very strong in standalone.
Wow.
But I just generally use it the same way.
Wait, I should have that before, shouldn't I? Or after? Wait, yes.
Well,
no, that should be before.
I was saying to put it before.
Yes.
I think you put it after because you weren't expecting to do it anytime soon. But
no, I did have it before. I just switched things around weirdly before. I think accidentally.
If you stand alone, I would recommend doing standalone when soloing anyway. So because it gives you that since it gives you that buff, you can kind of mimic the way that it acts anyway.
I'm going to try leveling with red a bit with standalone now because I haven't leveled with it much, and I only swapped to blue when I had that worm fight. And
have you looked? Yeah, have you looked much at standalone and what it changes?
For the skills, no, I haven't really.
Is it control 12 or whatever?
The Blade Brother ones, or do you mean Cry of Fury?
The two skills below your standalone. Look at what the tooltips for those are while you're in standalone. Inspiriting
Call and Cry of Fury. Right?
Yeah.
Cry of Fury is the one that changes courageous. Oh, this one. Yes, that one there. Okay.
Yeah. So Cry of Fury, that's your res usually, but it becomes that, and the courageous heart was
Words of Courage.
That was in Words of Courage.
Yeah, but yeah, Cry of Fury is big. Big heal damage.
Heal.
That's like a big backup.
The courageous heart. You should look at courageous heart though. That's like big.
So this, on the surface, when I read that, I don't think anything. But when I'm looking at this now, I'm realizing that's actually really big. That's just 20% defense.
Think about 20% less
huge. Yeah. Well, that's what I was just realizing. I've seen that skill before, and I always look at skills like that, and I'm like, whatever. But then when you're actually like applying it to actually good situations, you're like, that's actually insane. Yep. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just Inspire and then those two skills.
Yep.
Oh, do you have it? Your 2 arms. Do you have 2 arms yet?
Do I have 2? I've always had 2 arms.
Where is 2 arms? The skill 2 arms.
I don't think I have 2 arms. No, apparently not.
Is it skill you just get, or do you trade it? I can't remember.
Elite companions, Oathbreaker's Shame.
No, it's good. 2 arms. Where is it?
Oh yeah, because the final points on the red line is just for the followers, isn't it?
Level 40. Okay, so in two
oh my god, we're so close. We're just getting teased.
You get another skill, and what it does is just another damage buff with a minute cooldown.
Okay.
And that changes in Blade Brother stance. It's like a raid wide buff.
Yep.
But in standalone, it's a personal buff, and it's a big damaging single target attack.
Ah, okay.
That does no damage in.
Right. Cool.
You'll have that. That's another big single target skill too. And that's just something that kind of changes in standalone compared to how you play in in a group, because you're using it for the personal buff and the damage when you're in standalone. So
Right. Yeah.
still good to get used
Very-
to using it.
Very much changes that. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't even used any standalone yet, so it's. Can you try? And what I'm feeling is that having Cryo Fury means that I can like get away with not having as many heals.
And it's a 5-minute cooldown, so
It's a big cooldown, but for the backup, like as the backup, right? Like because my Lend Courage was the backup. Now that doesn't have to be the backup. Now I can use that on a 1.5 minute cooldown. Like that's like once a fight, you know, maybe once a long fight.
Exactly. Obviously, you primarily use the
but I was always saving that one for a final use, whereas now I'm like, well, I'll save. Yeah, I'll switch it around. And Cryo Fury that's even better because it could possibly take out a couple of targets if I was like.
It also, if you see it, reduces damage by 5%.
Right, yeah, outgoing. So
small debuff.
On the 15% duration?
Yes,
Is that what that's saying?
It's saying for 15 seconds, their times 0.95.
Oh, right, yes. Okay, yeah, it's not saying that about the health. Yes.
Yeah, the health is
of course. For 10 seconds, yep. Well, nice. Cool, though. That all makes a lot of sense, though. Thanks for talking me through all that. I'm sure I'll have many more questions when more skills arise.
Later on, more skills, and then like I said, when you get your allies.
Yeah, that's going to be that'll be an interesting thing.
Become more impactful.
And making the allies to make that work as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. All right, well, I might get back to some leveling.
Cool.
But I appreciate
maybe next time you visit this house, it'll be actually.
Yeah, there you go. We actually this time we get to look at the interiors like before it's
exactly. So you'll
painted beautifully and transformed, into like I don't know a space station or something. It'll be when we come back. It'll be like outer space.
The yard won't change too much. There's not that many hooks out here. I've already used up a lot of them for the
It's a big backyard like area. It's pretty crazy. It's interesting how like on a grid as well, everyone is essentially.
If you look below, there's also the downstairs yard.
Oh yeah, nice. That's cool. Oh wait, you can. Oh wait, you serious? You can actually go down here. I was like. It's like you're totally just baiting me to jump off the edge. But
you can come
wait, so is this is just like a premium house, not a kinship house?
Yeah, this is a premium.
Oh my god, this is huge.
Where's my res?
What do you even do with this space? Oh, sorry, you're down. I get to res someone for the first time.
That's the advantage of 2 res classes can just mess around and res each other.
Yeah, it's nice that.
Bears is huge.
Bears, so yeah. Yeah, there's just so much space down here. Like, what would you even put down here?
There's another door to go downstairs in the house. There's like so much. And there's an upstairs and a balcony.
Oh my god, wow. This does have a lot of cool potential for like the wild sort of creativity of making it look like something completely different, like how you did with Death's House, the Dark Lords.
Same with how I ended up decorating. There's a lot of hooks with just the downstairs and the upstairs, but I just funneled all of them, even the stuff upstairs. I funneled down, the stuff below I funneled up into the one room.
Of course. Oh wow, and there's an actual. Oh, this is a whole other level. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's very cool. Just thinking, should I get like a stable master while I'm here?
From my
Yeah, I'm just gonna run outside and see if there's something I can grab.
We'll see who wins. You riding there or me boarding?
Oh. Yeah. Probably you boarding.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I've got to go to. Oh wait, oh that's you. Huh. I was like, I'm like, oh, someone else is here.
It used to be back on Gladden. I had the same house in the same neighborhood on Gladden, and one of my friends had the one of my friends purchased the house next to it, but then just randomly, one of the people that we raid with a lot had the house across this bridge over here, and that was just completely by chance. It was like crazy.
That
You know,
is.
all the houses.
Wow, yeah.
They just happened to have that one.
Walking across the bridge ready for raid.
I want to find this. I forgot it says House of Death now, because back on, I'm glad that I accidentally bought it. On
the wrong.
So it said Home of Bauer.
I did that as well. I actually, in the transfer, I swapped it. I had it on another character when I was swapping, when I rebought the houses and whatever. I went when I made, because I got. Oh, what did I do? Actually, no, it was after I made this character. I went back and switched it because I was like, I need it to have House of Beveridge. Like, it's not like yeah.
But it's annoying that there's no way to just like transfer the ownership to one of your other old. Like,
yeah.
it's nice. I just sit.
It's all like locked from that. All right. Well, I'm gonna go. I will go Bree and then. Cause where we were in Evendim. Yeah. I go Michael Delving, actually. Cool. Awesome, man. Well, thank you for that. It's nice to, get some proper knowledge. I'm gonna jump off from the Discord.
Easy.
And
enjoy
finish off some more streaming. Yeah, thank you. I'm sure we'll be back for more in the future. But I'm actually
I'll try to send you. I can send you some like write up in case you want to refer back to it.
Sure, yeah. I'll like
It's probably going to be a lot to kind of juggle in your head as you're practicing it for a little bit here. But
I've got the idea. Yeah, I've got the idea there now, at least, I think. And I understand it. I've understood it at one point in time, which means I can get back there. I can get back to understanding it. All right, man. Well, thank you for chatting. I appreciate it, bro. And I hope you have a nice night as well. But I'll let you go.
Cool.
All right, night, man.
Boy.
All right, nice. Welcome back, everyone. We were just doing some tutoring, teaching with Death, teaching us some captain skills. How you going, Slack Jeff? Hello. I'm sorry I haven't been reading chat a lot, guys. I know I've missed a lot. I might sort of jump through chat a bit quickly and have a little read, but we were just sidetracked learning things. Going well, mate. It's good to hear. That's good to hear. Death as a mentor, yeah. What I switched back to had sound turned down. I came back to this. Yeah. I should have helped alert you to relevant chat messages. It's alright. That's all good. I feel like I missed a lot of what you said, Ramen, talking about the captain. Just because Death was talking about things. It was too hard to be listening to other things at the same time. Are you saying you have mained Blue Cappy for legendary servers? Using as a filler heal. But yeah, okay. But yes, we just had a little bit of a detour to figure some things out. Now that we have a new skill unlocked, where is it? Defensive strike. We have a couple of new things we can do. So yeah. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Jeff. We're back from a little bit of a weekend break. Where were we? In Evendim, yeah. I've gotten distracted from what we're doing. My brain is in like learning mode. Yes, hope everyone is doing well. If I've missed any message or anything, guys, that you want me to read, feel free to just send it again. I apologize if I've missed anything. Yeah, that was just hard to focus. But I think mostly all good, yeah. Oh, and Ludo, yes, hello Ludo as well. Welcome to the chat. Hello, did we miss anyone else who came in? Poison as well, you popped in. Yeah. We are going to get back into some Evendim though. Let's do that. Spies and robbers. So I think we've got to go back up here. Hello, hello. Yeah, Death was kind enough to jump in Discord with us, and as you guys probably would have heard before, his lovely crisp voice teaching me how to play the game. He was kind enough to jump in and show me some tips and tricks. I feel very well versed and informed. Now we've just got to make sure we get all the rotations right. Fighting mobs. Spuss.
How can I be of service?
Can I not go up there? I can't. Oh. Guess I run up there then. Alright. Do we need to do like some solo dungeon? Do like a rotation test. I'm kind of scared though, actually, because if I do a dungeon, I'm not going to be blue line. Ready? I'm about to rotate all over this guy. Yo, dear! Okay. Cool. Oh, it just being red is the insane increase in damage. Oh my god. What am I doing? Oh, this. There it is. See, there you didn't need to battle shout it. You could have initiated with Blade of Elendil. Oh, like on the next mob. Still had it from the right, yeah. And that's why I feel like I want to thing up like similar to where I have Rallying Cry and Routing Cry here. I wouldn't mind something that can show me just when the cooldowns are on. That will help going between mobs, because I feel like in like group content, like I feel like I get the rotation pretty quickly. I think it's just moving between different things and it's changing very slightly is where it gets complicated. It's like if I'm switching between fighting multiple mobs, or if I'm like jumping between questing areas, like it's a bit more complicated to make it efficient. Yeah, if I've got like a tank and a healer and stuff like that, then it's like, and a dude with heaps of health. Yeah, some cases landscape requires more improvisation. And not that it's like harder, because it's like easy to kill landscape mobs. It's just about efficiency, right? It's like, it's harder to be efficient because you overuse abilities.
Might I take a moment of your time? Might I take a moment of your time? Stay a moment. Might I take a moment of your time?
I'm going to be just pressing random things. You'll see me do it a lot as well. Of just battle shouting to pull and then shadows lamenting and then auto attacking. Like I can just be so lazy with rotation sometimes. I don't know what I'm doing here. I need more practice before I start doing that. I did not know what I was doing. Is the red rotation more efficient? Do it kill faster? Like, it does more damage, so yes, but also we don't have as much survivability. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to decide what's better. Like, they're both just as good in different ways. I often just run up to stuff as Cappy. Yeah, I just like it's a bit of an RP thing of just running up and auto attacking and jumping in the air like this, just yelling at something randomly. I love it. This is just a way to maintain. This isn't really min-maxing. Yeah, no, Alex, and look, I honestly agree with you, Alex. Like, I don't really like to min-max in games if I can. It takes out a lot of the fun for me as well. I feel that, but there's an element of that though, that there is some fun to min-maxing certain elements of a game once you get to that point, you know, because like you reach a threshold where that is now more exciting. But I'm definitely not a sort of person that likes to just min-max from the beginning at all. But yeah, this is more like understanding how mechanics in the game work to have certain buffs in your rotation work. And I don't know, what I like about something like this anyway, compared to like this is the best way to do something, is that there's a lot of different possibilities with it. It's not like you always just do this one thing. That's what we're kind of like talking about a lot of when you're dealing with different situations, your rotation changes slightly and you're tweaking things based on it. So there's not just this like perfect rotation. But yeah, I could obviously tell you the whole sequence of skills to optimize every second, but I don't think you'd enjoy that. Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't at all. Like that's I like to figure out things myself if I can, you know, and if not, being able to like do it with someone else is a great way of doing that. Like being able to bounce back with someone, like it's the best way to learn, honestly. But yeah, there's a lot of personality play. Yeah, and I was more curious just to know how the systems work. Like, I don't care about being perfect, like, doing my rotation while leveling a character or anything like that. I'm not that sort of person. For me, it's like, I'm enjoying understanding how those rotations work so I can get used to it early. That's my mentality with it. While questing, it's like if I get used to playing the captain in a certain way, once I'm high level, I'm already ready for that content and I don't need to relearn things. But that's just like a choice based on where I want to be with the character, you know, once I get to max level. Yeah, even if you don't use the mechanics, you understand how they work. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'd want to do that with any class. And it's interesting with Captain, because Captain's just unique in that way. I've never played Captain enough to understand all those things. Like, if I'd played Captain a lot, I would have figured all that out anyway at some point. It's just in the skills. You have to figure it out. If you read your skills, you'll eventually figure it out, right? It just takes a bit of digging and looking deeper into what the skills actually mean, and maybe some hidden information there as well. But really just understanding how it works is cool. Like, because when we first started a captain, I understood the whole battle, like, ready thing, but it was very surface level understanding. I kind of didn't really get how I could juggle it and use it correctly. But figuring out it changing in between battle hardened and battle ready, and then all that sort of stuff, like, it just kind of just makes sense to me now, which is nicer. In a hardcore version, like in WoW hardcore, I actually like to min-max, but also take my time doing so. But also, I don't feel like I need to. I feel like I'm super strong. Yeah, well, that depends as well. Like, it depends. If you don't play with any landscape difficulty or anything like that, you're not going to have any issues at all with battles or fighting. You know, and that's fine. Like I've played the game like that many years. I enjoy loot in games. Like, I enjoy gear and stats and progression with loot. So, like, I kind of like to have a bit of fun with not as much min-maxing, but like optimization and efficiency, because it's like, it's just fun to do. It just, for me personally, like, I just enjoy an element of that, of getting excited about things, of, oh, there's a cool weapon, oh, those stats look awesome. Like, I genuinely am excited about it. Like, I'm gonna go to burn the rowboats. But yeah. So it's kind of nice to, like, sometimes enhance that a little bit, you know? I don't like to, like, min-max, but I like to think about the efficiency of things sometimes, and, like, you know, this could be more optimal and theory craft stuff. But I'm not determined to find the best answer. I'm quite happy with, like, what I found, you know, something like that. Right? I guess that, if that makes sense. Yeah. I think it comes from a place of, like, being a programmer. Like, I just like to understand things. I don't necessarily need the outcome to be, like, the best one. Like, I enjoy the action of optimizing and min-maxing elements of things, but I don't need the outcome to be that I am the best and do the best damage and am the better than, you know, than everyone, sort of thing. Like, you know, I don't care at all about that. I just find the problem solving itself fun, right? Like, understanding things. That's why I like a lot of puzzle games, you know? We've done a lot of games. I've done little puzzle solving things here and there, like... There's also traits that change your skills. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, majority of level cap captains don't even know the stuff I showed you. Yeah, and I like that. That's a good point. Yeah. Some hidden knowledge that's kind of shared around more. Where are the rowboats here? Most captains go the whole game just doing Dev Blow and Blade of Elendil. Well, I mean, that's where I was at. I've just been doing that this whole time. Legit. And then from Blade of Elendil back into, like, Shadow's Lament or something, because I thought that was the most value. It's like, there's more value? Yeah, the way the game does, yep. Posted it in general chat. Wait. Oh, in the Discord, in general chat. dice Scrabble. That's fun. How does it work? You like roll the dice? That's cool. It's like a portable Scrabble, right? In a lot of ways. Like less pieces because they all like each one has 6 sides. It's cool though. "12 dice with different letters. You roll them and make a connected Scrabble with the letters you get." Ah, okay. Right, with the 12 dice. And then you get points based on like just what you did. Or something like that. That's cool. That's a cool little simple like...
How can I be of service? What can I do for you? Greetings. Greetings.
Just trying to use them. Okay. But I guess... Is it like a 2-player game? Are you versing each other? Like, but what if you both use all the 12 letters? Is it just a tie?
Would you do something for me?
Solo game. Okay, I see. Right, right. I was imagining like... I guess you could play with like two sets of 12 or something like that. You like play each other. I was imagining it's like, you know, 12 dice, you roll them, and you're playing against another player, and then you've got to make a Scrabble board with them, and then the most person, like the most points that someone gets, they win. Like if anyone's heard of like bananagrams, is it called? Bananagrams? Which follows like a similar premise as like Scrabble with connecting words and making it words, but it's very different. You have your own little board and it's a fast game, like maybe like a 5-10 minute game. It's a cool one. The only thing this game needs is an AI voiceover, like the WoW add-on. There is an add-on, but uses Google's free voice AI voice, and that's a letdown. Yeah, I did hear about that, like with the voiceover thing. I don't know, to be honest. I couldn't care less about AI voiceover add-ons. Like, I don't know what the big deal is about, to be honest. I get that it's like for people that have trouble reading, like I'm all for it, you know. It's like completely makes sense to just have that in there as a as an accessibility thing. But like genuinely wanting to like listen to an AI read out Tolkien story, I just like, I don't know, I don't get it. It just gives the game a voice, and LOTRO has lots of text, so I don't really bother reading it all. Fair. Yeah. It's just very immersion breaking. I don't know. Having an AI reading out. And even the ones that are done well, like I feel like that with the WoW ones as well. Like, I don't like any of those. And some of them are quite good as well. Some of them do voices for all the races and characters pretty well, but it's not like... I prefer having that classic little one voice line that they say, and they say the same thing every time over, like, you know, just completely emotionlessly read AI dialogue. Like, and then if you want to skip over stuff, it's just blasting it in your ears, like the whole thing. Like, I guess that's the thing with me as well. Like, I like sight read a lot of the time, you know. It's like I'll breeze over something and I'll read the major things and then not read other parts. So if it was like something reading that out for me, then I'd just be like, stop. It would get so annoying. You're playing on difficulty 7 with your hunter? Not difficulty 7 on a hunter. Wow. That's cool. Yesterday you found a quest line that had to be done in a group. It became impossible to play. Yeah. I'm level 34 and I had to switch to another zone just to keep going. Yeah, I mean, like... You say you found a group quests? Because, yeah, you do need groups to do those quests with, especially if you're on difficulty 7. Because being on difficulty 7 essentially kind of makes every quest you're doing a group quest. And so then just imagine what the actual group quests, how hard they are. It's like... And on a hunter without any heals or anything like that, it's pretty hardcore. WoW uses the NPC voice and also emotion. I think that one is actually really good. It's, yeah, I don't know. It uses a generated version of the character's race's voice. So sometimes it does, but it still just sounds like AI. I don't know. I just don't think... Yeah, I don't enjoy it. I'm just listening to AI, and I'm like, I'm gonna play a video game, not listen to AI. Yeah, I completely understand it though. If you like it being read to you, essentially, you know, listening to it like you would listen to like a podcast or an audiobook, like, you know. Hunter has a self-heal. That's good at least. But I feel like even then, one heal, difficulty 7. It's not great. Not a lot of option. I love this option to change the map difficulty, and on difficulty 7, every move has to be very carefully planned. Yeah. Oh, it's so much fun. And look, you just find the difficulty that works for your class. The truth is that in LOTRO, like, every class is very different, and not every class is the same balanced at all. But that's part of the joy of the game, right? Is that, like, they're completely different roles. And it's a bit more like a classic MMO in that sort of way, so it can be a bit brutal at times. But yeah, like, you find the difficulty that works for your class, and if you feel like you're playing Hunter and it feels challenging, you can get through fights, but you've also hit some walls every now and then. You've had situations where you, like, had to, you know, back off and do other things. Like, that's perfect. That is the perfect middle ground, isn't it? That's right where you want to be, so... Yeah, we're only playing this... This guy is on difficulty 3, so he's quite low difficulty. He's just at the minimum to get the deeds. And I did really enjoy playing on higher landscape, and I will on future characters. But for this guy, like, just because he was like a main and I wanted to be able to like grind deeds easily and do other things, other content, I was like, I'll just do it at the difficulty 3. But yeah, progression definitely feels a lot sort of cool, you know, meaningful in a lot of ways. You have 2 heals. One of them gradually increases morale, and the other one restores all morale. The cooldown on the second one is long. Okay, yeah, that's like a backup cooldown one. Yep. So you only have like 1 main heal, because that's like a backup.
Greetings, friend.
That's good though. You playing like I imagine a blue line? I imagine blue line would be pretty good for high difficulties. Or I guess red could be really good for slows and like actual damage output. Just imagine blue so you can just keep moving. Might, vitality, agility. The guard captain. Well, I don't want Will. So Will's not going to give me anything. That seems like a pretty good one. Oh. God damn it. Any room. Alright.
Would you do something for me?
I can go back to Tinador. Lovely. Alright, maybe we can throw out some stuff. Oh, Alex as well. I just saw that over on Discord. There you go. Welcome into the Discord. Anyone else that's interested as well, if you're interested in joining our Discord server, where I post sort of announcements and schedule updates and chat about things stream related and other things game related as well, go check out the Discord. You're more than welcome to come join and come join the fun. Next week, we've got a pretty exciting Christmas Eve stream sort of extravaganza coming up. So from next Monday, the 15th, up until the 23rd, every day that we stream, we're going to be playing a completely different game. We're also going to be doing some sort of stream challenges, like a sub sort of goal over the course of those 10 days. So there'll be a couple of things to go towards, which will be sweet. But that's going to be cool. We're going to be playing like some completely just random new games and things I've had on a list for a while. Possible couple that could be potential like long-term games that we play more of in the future. Some little one-shot things, couple little challenges. I likely won't be streaming like every day of those 10 days, but I'm going to be trying to stream as often as I can. The original idea was to do a sort of like an advent calendar thing. So we've got a list of games. You guys aren't going to know what games we're going to be playing. And yeah, every stream after the 15th until the 23rd, we'll be playing one of those random games. Which is exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. Couple there that a couple of you guys have sort of been asking about here and there, and some other sort of random ones as well that I've been thinking about. Yeah. Before LOTRO, I tried the Elder Scrolls Online. I honestly hated it. Really, I love the Elder Scrolls, but the online version is terrible. Everything's extremely easy. There's no excitement at all. Right. I've had a lot of fun with ESO. I think it's a pretty cool. It's a cool game. Yeah, I don't know. I think like difficulty-wise, yeah, you are right. It is a very easy game, like leveling through. It's a very completionism game. Like the fun of it is more going through and just sitting there doing everything, but you're sitting there doing these quests and they're so easy, but the writing of the quests are all really good. They've all got voice acting, like, you know, it's very immersive. Like I really enjoyed Elder Scrolls Online, and the areas I think were really cool and the storylines in them. But yeah, it is very easy. Though I will say that there is a really fun skill sort of increase once you get into content in the game where you're doing like the PvP stuff, or you're doing the open world PvP, or you're doing dungeons, or you're doing like the trials. Like there's a lot of things in that are a lot of fun that are harder to master, that I enjoyed more. But yeah, I guess I didn't really notice, it didn't affect my gameplay as much, because in the past, like I don't really care much about things being easy in an MMO while leveling. It's just enjoying the experience and then getting into like the harder things later on out of choice. But yeah, not for everyone though, that's for sure.
What can I do for you?
Got a T advent calendar and it'll do greatly with these streams. Nice. The T advent calendar, I love that. Oh. Oh my god. Someone's logged in with all their characters.
What do
you need.
Time is it as well? Yeah. A fellowship on the run, yeah. The Fellowship of the Evan Star. It's so funny. Such a random place to be as well. I love how there's one guy here that's different. Wow. I posted another one from the dice I rolled earlier. It took me a while to solve. Ooh. Right, yeah, so you roll it and you've just got to fit it together. That's actually... I might have messed it up. Uh-oh. Wait, Lech. Zen. Zen's a word, right? NY. What about NY? Is NY a two-letter Scrabble word? You got to have your two-letter Scrabble words on hand. NY is it is a two-letter Scrabble word, so according to the instruction, that is very respectful. I will say that. I'm all like, you know, I only follow the Scrabble rules because that's what you have to do, but I freaking hate the double words. I hate the double words so much. But like pro Scrabblers love them. That'd be pretty hard though. There'd be some possible unsolvable ones, I think, with that. Okay. Let's go to the Eve Spires, I guess. Yeah. God, this guy's making my game lag with all these bloody characters. Look, I look this way and I'm not lagging, and then I look over here and I start lagging. That's perfect. Oh, it's not doing it anymore. It's loaded them all in. Oh, there.
What do you need?
Eve Spires, alright. It's called Culus. The... Culus. Oh. Oh, it's got a cute little, since there's no Q. Ah, I see. It's got a cute little box. I think that would be a really good way to practice Scrabble words. Just sitting there rolling that. Harold, all good. Gotta go for lunch. See you in a while. All good. Thanks for popping by, Harold. Enjoy your lunch. All right.